Here I am, awake and fortunately alive, I think. I'm not really sure what percentage I'm breathing. Am I breathing? Do I have lungs? Another fine morning indeed. I mean, I just kind of died, so... I died with coughing. But that was just me. Ah, fuck, I hate being alive! God damn it, I wish I was listening to fucking Billie Eilish or something and cutting my wrist. Maybe another band. What's another emo band? I need a distraction of some kind. I need to distract myself. Good morning to you too. Narrator, distract me! I don't like being put on the spot. Did you know that dragons are actually real, but just really high up in the sky? Whoa! There are also some closer to the ground, but we can't see those either since they're all invisible. You are a liar! Just like Dad! How dare you feed me such falsehoods! Such childish gibberish! The epitome of worthless lies! Oh dear. Did you know that ketchup is actually just tomato nectar? Are you distracting me from not? Geez, fine. Well, you could, stare at your light bulb up close for a while. Try to burn your optical sensors out so you don't have to see how boring your surroundings are. Capital idea! Stare. Let's see here. Yup. This is life. God, that's a lot of flies. Sure is. Guess it'd help if you clean up the place. It's still February. I'll get started on my yearly clean later. Are you gonna actually remember to get this done this... Are you actually gonna remember to get it done this year? Without child labor, that is. I can make no promises, narrator. That's really a no, isn't it? Almost definitely, yeah. How about a change of scenery? Where would I even go? I don't know. You could always go to the local bench. Would I have to sit down? Well, legally, no. Yes! Why go otherwise? I don't know, but my keister's pretty darned raw. After yesterday. Egg laying isn't exactly something I do daily, you know. Fine, you know what? I have a hemorrhoid now. If you want to go to the bench and not sit down, that's fine too. I'll sit down. I like to be problematic to you, narrator. Why is the filter? Well, isn't this serene bench? That's right, Fep. You fucking weirdo. Well, if this isn't really engaging to me, to be frank. This is kind of boring as fuck. Well, yeah, you managed to sit down on a bench despite your excruciating anal agony, which is quite impressive, don't get me wrong. But not really much of an activity. You're just kind of sitting down, other than not trying to look too agonized, lest passing strangers think you're taking a really sternurse dump, that is. So now what? You could always look around, gaze at the local scenery. Delightful, yes. We will go. This is fucking boring. Behold, trees. I hate trees. Fuck you, trees. Why? Why would you hate trees? They provide oxygen, keeping me alive. I'm honestly surprised that you need oxygen with your biology. Shouldn't you, like, breathe in nitrogen or helium or some shit? Nitrogen is for pussies. Helium is fine, though, because it makes my voice sound comical. Fantastic. Okay. Let's just go and look at something else. Hello, swan. Oh, fuck. Behold, the mighty swan. Huh. He got a receipt on his head. You know, it's been a long time since I've seen one of these puppies up close. I mean, they're not puppies. They're monsters. They're swans. Same difference. Swans. Shh. Please hush now. Make me, pussy. The glorious swan in its natural habitat. God, these things are terrifying up close. What even? Oh, it's a paper shredder. Okay, that makes sense. Why do they have to give them paper shredders for heads? The fantasy of having office swans was a ridiculous one, alright? But it was a dream. And a messy one. You know? It has just like now occurred to me why Randy has bandages on his hands since he has to wrangle these feathered, shredded dinos on a daily basis. Randy? Who dat? Who the fuck is that? That fine chap you went on a date with last night? The dude with the fuck face written on his forehead? The you know, the iconic look. Yeah. That guy, alright. I wonder why he wears that. Did someone put it on and he just doesn't notice, or does he hate himself that much? Wait a moment. Randy plus time equals what? You have one of those ideas again? Companionship. If I find Randy, he can, like, say and do stuff in front of me. He can say and do stuff to and in front of me. What? Which I'll like cure my boredom, mayhaps. Yep, that's the idea of social interaction anyways. Really? To alleviate boredom? Well, yeah, kinda. Please refer to the handy interaction pentagon. Violence and such, tax benefits, bug facts, alleviation boredom, love, giving and receiving. I like bug facts. As you see, boredom is the key reason we interact with others. With bug facts, violence, tax benefits, and love being the other 4 less important reasons. Why bug facts? I just think they're neat. Honestly, that's valid. Anywho, you should find Randy then. Okay. Might end up curing that chronic boredom, you know? Where is he? Where is Randall? Well, I don't know. I have no clue where he could be right now, to be frank. Why not go ask around town? Someone will know him. You're really bad at this. Okay then, you go and search for him. Cryptid away. Okay. I'm a little bit more higher in energy. Chapter 2, to assist a bum. Please help me. Why does he have the fuckface sticker on his head? Or did it just come with the phone? Because he's that much of a pathetic loser. Probably. I mean, he wears a... What is that? A jean sweater? I mean, no, actually, those are alright. Oh my god. Summon a local bystander hobo combo. It's like the Wendy's 4 for 4. That shit you can't beat. So then I says, I ain't paying for that dolphin semen no matter how many Alstains you send after me. Alstanians? What? Oh, I like his theme. And his nipples. Alstania. I don't even know what the hell that is. Local, well. Look at what the cat dragged. I forgot what voice I gave you. It was like a southern, like, brother. Well, look at what the cat dragged in. I swear there's context to all that. I swear. Look at my face. That's the face of context. No, there wasn't. You just start drawing about whatever the fuck it is. As soon as Fesses appeared, you're like, oh, it's fucking dolphin semen. Am I interrupting something? I feel like I'm interrupting something. Nah. Partner. I was just having a chat with the big man upstairs. Big man? Was that a fat joke? I could smite you, you know. Piece of shit. Don't make fun of my weight, probably. I think I still have that ability. Firstly, you know you wouldn't do that to little old me. Secondly, nah. Big man upstairs just means God and all. Oh. Oh, well, I'm flattered. I don't care for the expressions much. After all, why would a being that can fly need stairs? You could fly? Partner, I ain't never seen you fly. Shut up. I could probably fly if I wanted to. You look foul from the ground angle, though. You could really you look foul from the ground angle, though. I can pronounce shit. You can really shed a few pounds. Fat fuck. Hey, for your information, my body already function at maximum efficiency. You may not like it, but this is what the ideal hobo bod looks like. Yeah, for a hobo, that makes sense. My blubber keeps me warm. If your blubber keeps you warm, then why in tarnation do you sleep in a soggy cardboard? It's wet, in horse semen. Or dolphin semen, my bad. My blubber is also coveted by predators. If you have pockets, then why would you need a wallet? Speaking of wallets, say, brother, you can spare a dime now, could you? You're literally fucking God. This is grim. You can make shit out of nothing. Say, partner, what has you gawking at us anyhow? You still looking like for a funfair ticket? No, fortunately, my oozing egg clutch has already been laid in the funfair grounds. Don't know when they'll hatch. Hopefully they'll antagonize my one and truest ally, Jerry. Well, not antagonize. They'll keep him company. Right now I'm just bored and seeking companionship. Well then, partner, you've come to the right place. We can keep you company. We're just oozing with companionship, ain't we, God? No. Replace the onion in companionship with onion and maybe I'll begrudgingly agree. Begrudgingly. No onions, no onions! I seek specific companionship. I seek the company of Randy Jade. I forgot it. Randy? Really? Who's that? Say, ain't one of the fellas who picks up at the phone sex hotline? I've been there a few times. You call the phone sex hotline? Well, not lately, no, nah. It gets lonely. Sad. Something seems to be eating at the poor man up. The poor man eating the poop of the poor man. Last time I did call, which was like 5 minutes ago. I think cowboys scare the poor guy. No, that's clowns. Well, maybe cowboys. What I don't get is how you know who Randy is and God somehow doesn't. If he's God, shouldn't he be all-knowing? Like, he should know who Randy Jade is. In fairness, partner, he also constantly I'll fuck your mother. In fairness, partner, he's also constantly inebriated, so that number got to be capped at like 50% of everything at most, at all times. I do know a few goodies though. I'm content with the 50% of everything I do know. Like what? Bread. Did you know that Florida's gonna sink in the ocean in like 10 years time, and anyone who tries to escape the sinking will just be dragged into the swamp water by tamed gators? The 4 horsemen of the apocalypse actually tamed the gators back in prehistoric times. But we didn't know. But we didn't notice, since the horsemen ain't exactly walking around right now being buddy-buddy with gators and shit. Yeah, that's fucked. Wow, that's equal parts fascinating and horrifying. I shouldn't know this. This knowledge is eating away at me. Yeah, just wait until the end of the world comes. That shit's gonna be wild. You think this world's a shit show? You should see what's coming next. Anywho, partner, I'm sorry that we don't know where your pal is. But if you have any other questions for us, we'd just be tickled to answer them for you. I want to tickle your toes. What kind of things do you two talk about? I just met this fella right now. Oh, anything and everything. Mostly nerd stuff. Like, graphics cards and where to find trash. And what Twitch streamer do I watch? This is one of those real perchance of scientific topics, it seems. What the fuck? This one's a real perchant for scientific topics, it seems. Oh, this guy, this southern guy. Well, you're God, ain't you? Well, the way I see it, best person to ask the inner workings of this universe is the fella who created it, right? Makes sense. I'm sure you could drag up someone more qualified. Most definitely. Someone more qualified than the guy who's responsible for the creation of the reality itself? Yeah? See, now you're getting it. So, Mikey, what's God taught you in all this? What has praying got you? Aside from just about every unique phrase that amounts to change, good sir, in existence. Well, yeah, obviously, aside from that, man. Well, mostly just confirming which hurling space rocks are on course to hit Earth, which religion's right one, stuff like that. So which religion is the right one? Since none of them have God lazing around Earth, eating trash, gonna have to say none of them technically. But one did come the closest, right? Fine, I guess. Hinduism got a few things kinda right on the money. Really, like what? Not giving a shit. Well, for starters, they seem to understand that cows are pretty chill. Hey, did you know that cows have best friends? They're really just big hooved doggies. That, alas, happened to be made of hamburger meat. I'm more partial to the taste of horse jerky myself. The face that God's making. He's like, what? What? What did you just say about horse jerky? Whoops, I interrupted God again. Sorry, go on. They believe that the God of creation, the God of destruction are one and the same and all, which is surprisingly correct. Pick me, I'm God. Creation and destruction are man-made ideals, nothing ever made brand new or totally annihilated out of existence. Everything just changes form if/when it's needs to. Fuck. Yep, before this universe, there was another one very similar to it, right here. And after this one implodes, the end of this universe will be the Big Bang for another one. Yep, partner. Explosions, dreadful cosmic monotony, big crunch, that's the pattern. We can't escape it, we just have to go with it. Also, Hinduism believes that the whole universe is within a dream of a sleeping god, which seems to be correct. You think so? Yeah. Yeah. But man, I sure hope it's my dream and not some other god's. That should be awkward. I've done a lot of jelking in back alleys that some other god should not be imagining. You see why I talk to God now? Because he's a big nerd? Actually, no. Yeah, for a hobo, he knows a fuck ton. I mean, in fairness, he is also God, partner. Yeah, but nah. It's G. I haven't actually created anything in quite a while. I could create money, but fuck that. Hobo is the most recent job list on my resume, I suppose. So wait, if there were other universes in the spot before, were you also in those? Oh, well, yeah, duh. I keep mixing their voices up. That's kind of my job, after all. He doesn't even have a voice. I'm just giving him my voice. Your job? Well, you see, as we've said, the universe is kind of in a self-sustaining rhythm right now. Big Bangs kick it off. Big Bang kicks it all off. The universe does its thing. The universe's size black hole causes a big crunch, sucks everything back into the center of creation, and then it all explodes again. Rinse and repeat, with every regeneration being slightly different, and hence each timeline being ever so slightly from the last. Bro, this is quantum physics and shit. Yeah, the whole process has happened roughly half an infinity times without my manual input. I haven't really had to create anything or do much of anything in a long time. That shit automated. I'm mostly keeping an eye on the place, making sure an eldritch monster doesn't, like, pierce the fabric of reality. Or, like, nobody falls out of the fabric of reality again. What does it even look like outside of reality? Back rooms. Have you ever seen a massive red eyes before that whispers cryptic shit to you? I think I remember that. I really do think I'd remember that. Yeah, well, try to not stop existing is a pain. Plus, I might remember to come pick you up. You might just be stuck there. I might leave you outside reality like little Timmy, stuck on the football pitch long after everyone else has gone home because his alcoholic soccer mom passed out after hitting the wine. Anywho, God's kind of retired, mostly because he's just here to watch out for reality and environments. Yup. Yeah, if anything shows up, tries to devour the solar system, I'll, like, write a strongly worded note, maybe get a bit miffed. Say, what on earth are you anyhow? I don't remember creating you at all. At what point in time? I don't remember seeing you before this. Or what the fuck are you? Maybe something about you makes you exclusive to this timeline. So, what are you? I'm a being beyond your divine comprehension. No, that's a lie. I'm a wee goblin creature. Nothing more, nothing less. You've got 6 nipples, partner. There's gotta be something more to that. Behold, Plato's man. That's my zinger, coined back in the olden days when I went by dogginess, long before the phone shit took it over. Fuck these guys. Yeah, I had to get a TV head. Anyhow, yeah, I'm not needed much nowadays. Less of a universal meat farmer now. Nowadays, far closer to the universe's meat inspector. Howdy. Howdy. Dang, I ship them. They both get along. They would have gay love stuff. What stuff? I mean, what gender is God? I don't know. His nipples are hanging. Breathe a nip, pop a titty. So God, is that why you give so little of shits? No shits given? Because you've done this so many times before? Yeah. I think there's wisdom in recognizing when to leave things alone. Last time I had a fella who wanted everything to change everything for the better. Everyone ended up with phone heads. No. First time I encountered one of these timelines, let me tell you, it was a bit of a shock. That crown guy played God better than I do, to be frank. These phones do be kind of fly, though. That they do, partner. That they do. You know, there's something inherently lonely about having to sit around for all eternity as each and every possible timeline unfolds before your very eyes. The alcohol helps me forget, makes each loop far less boring, you know, since I can't tell what's coming next anymore. Huh, so what's the worst timeline you've ever seen? Definitely alpaca hell. Alpaca. My fucking tongue. I don't understand. Cherish that. Honestly, the timelines that contain Mikey are my favorite. Oh my god, they're in love. They ship. Oh my god. Mikey, are you planning to write a book with the information God has given you? I'm sure I'll think of something to scrawl off this all this down in it. You pronounce things weird. I usually focus on parasites, though. I guess I could write a book on God himself if I wanted to play to my usual strengths. Hey, I'm not a parasite, per se. Didn't you tell me that you gave yourself 25% barnacle DNA just so you could latch onto a rock underwater to avoid the mayor during tax season? Well, if you're just gonna out me like that, I mean, that is smart. Could you write a book on... I could write a book on the universe, but... Well, most of my claims lack an academically reliable source. I got it from a hobo. Me? Academically reliable? Did I even pronounce that right? Pal, I created the universe itself. I was literally there. Were you sober? No. Ah, shit. Oh, well. Alright, fine. Yeah. Best just quote some egghead instead. I'm sure the PhD next to his name would look much fancier. I miss the old days when tribes hit each other over the head with big hammers and shit to please me just because their crops failed that one time. Those were the good days. Gotta love that creativity. Say, what are you two anyhow? What's your relation? What's your relationship? Well, I'm the man. He's a god. I pitched the idea of becoming Mpreg with his DNA and making some demigod puppy man, but he says the idea startles him too much. Pussy. Oh, and rightly so. Huh. Also, you know, as much as Mikey values my counsel, I think his advice benefits me even more. Running the universe is hard, but Mikey's a smart cookie. He can help me do this weird fucking... I don't even know what I'm doing anymore. If I didn't have him around, we'd probably end up in another dinosaur extinction, but for, like, whales or some shit. Yeah, and I'm even planning to teach God how to read. Can you teach me how to read? Perhaps. Do you know your alphabet? Are those the spelling numbers? Okay, never mind. You're a lost cause. That's exactly what Papa said. Sorry, partner, but teaching God to read will be a hefty enough task on its own. Wait, you're being serious? I thought that was a joke. You think I'm illiterate? Well, you told me that you couldn't read last week, partner. Poppy, I've been around for like ever. People still use hieroglyphs, right? I can read in English, Latin, hipster, Sumerian. I can read anything. Even a doctor's handwriting? Ah, fuck that. Hey, I may be God, but I'm not that powerful. That shit, you can't make that out, huh? If you can read, then why in tarnation did you tell me that you couldn't? I didn't want to. Oh, when I said that I couldn't, I just meant that I was too lazy. Sorry, my bad. Huh. Well, at least God's illiterate. Maybe you stick to the universe-altering advice then Mikey. Oh. Let me tell you, having God ask you for advice on running the universe is flattering, to say the least. Say, how about you turn me into a giant kaiju and let me run amok the city? It'd be fun. Again, after last time. Maybe when I'm less hungover. Alright, I'm done. Laters. Alright, partner. Happy trails. Good luck, friendo. Hope you find your sexy ring, bud. Yours houndly dogman. Well, thank you, God. And this is getting long, so we will find them next time. And I really do ship those two. They seem a good pair. I want to be a giant kaiju to run the city amok. Fuck these citizens. And fuck the government. My word of advice for today, don't do your taxes. Goodbye.